Shallowing the golf club is one of the most hot topics in the game of golf right now, but are you doing it correctly? In this video today, I'm going to break down what a shallow swing looks like, and let's make sure you're doing it the right way. My name is Mitchell, this is Mitchell Bynert Golf, and let's get stuck in. Right guys, so like I mentioned in the introduction, shallowing the golf club is a very hot topic in the game of golf right now, but one that needs a lot of attention, okay? It's an important part of the swing, but one that needs to be done in the correct way, okay? So what is shallowing the golf club? Well, simply put, shallowing the golf club happens when we get the club coming down from the inside on an in to out positive club path, okay? A lot of pros or commentators on TV call this getting the club in the slot, okay? But how do we do this correctly, in the correct way, all right? What I see a lot of amateur golfers do to try and shallow the golf club is they go like this. They try and manipulate it and do it artificially by getting the wrist to be laid off, getting the shaft to fall behind them, and this is the wrong way to do it. We want the shallowing of the club to happen naturally, and it all starts from setup and the backswing. Funnily enough, shallowing the golf club does happen from setup and the backswing, all right? So, first of all, let's show you what a incorrect backswing looks like and how we can then transfer that into a good backswing and get that downswing looking a lot more shallower. First of all, what I tend to see a lot of amateur golfers do, especially in setup, is they have their right foot or left foot if you're left-handed, okay, too straight. What that does is it restricts our mobility in the backswing, and therefore I can't get a great turn at the top of the swing. Instead, I want you to simply flare that right foot out a little bit to encourage that backswing on those hips, okay, to be able to turn a little bit more around the body. As you can see, my hips have turned, but also my torso has rotated too. If I keep my feet square or kind of in, what you'll see is my hips can't really turn, and therefore my arms tend to lift the club and the club gets a little bit too steep. And what happens from here, if I now put some power in the downswing, look where that club wants to go. Too far from the outside, the shoulder comes over, and then from here I have to try and stand up to shallow that club back out, which is the wrong way to do it. So in your setup, just flare that right foot slightly open, which encourages that hip to really want to rotate. Okay, that's number one. Number two, we're going to talk about what the left knee does, or right knee if you're left-handed, in the golf swing. Okay, so again, what I see a lot of golfers do in the backswing is the left knee stays very static and still. As you can see here, if I do that, again, to try and get some sort of energy and momentum and power, the arms have to go somewhere, so they just simply go up and too steep, okay? Let's watch now from down the line. If my left knee stays where it is, you can see how, again, the arms just get a little bit too steep, and therefore if I try and hit the ball now with some power, look where that club wants to go, all right? So in that backswing, two things now. We're gonna have that right foot flared open a little bit, and we're going to focus on getting that left knee to dive forwards a touch and work towards the ball rather than staying still. So if you watch this here, if I let my left knee come forwards, look how great that hip turn is there. And now from down the line, right foot flared open, left knee towards the ball in the backswing. You can see how I've now got a greater turn, again with that torso, left knee towards the ball, and my hands are in a deeper position. If I now try and put some power in it from here, the club stays from the inside, aka the club is shallow, okay? So those two things in setup are very crucial to get right, okay? To try and get that shallow downswing. So right foot flared, left knee moves towards the ball in the backswing, okay? Now, last but not least, once you've got those two things right, okay, let's now talk about what the club does in the downswing from here. First of all, what's important to understand is the lower body has to move first in the downswing, right? If I go here and I try and muscle it and pull the club down, look where that club wants to go. Even though my backswing is correct, we've still got to try and feel like the lower body is moving towards the ball, or towards the target, should I say, on the way down, rather than the upper body. All right, let's make a few swings here. So right foot flared open, left knee goes towards the ball in the backswing. In the downswing, lower body moves first. It's a nice strike there. Just started left of target, but stayed relatively straight the whole way. So what I'm thinking about there is essentially three things, okay? At setup, right foot flared open, top of the backswing, my left foot, or left knee, sorry, is working towards the ball. My hands are deeper, and then from here, I'm swinging with my lower body first, which then brings the club down shallow, but in a natural way. I'm not trying to manipulate it with my arms or my wrists. That's it, one more here. So right foot slightly flared, nice backswing, left, lower body moves first. And that's pretty much all over that flag. All right guys, so shallow in the golf club, like I mentioned, is something we need to do in the golf swing, but making sure we're doing it in a natural way. And following these 3 steps will give you a much better downswing. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button below, subscribe to the channel so you stay tuned for my latest videos, and I'll see you in the next one.